Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I need my tea. It's coffee and a card, but feel free to drink whatever you like. I've got my tea today. Oops, sorry. Here you go. I even got my shirt, my tea t-shirt. This is one of those Life is Good shirts. It says, take your sweet time. A little cup of tea right there. Sort of a coffee collar, so we got both covered, right? Nice of you to join on today. I hope we get some people. We have a dreary day today here in Maryland, and good day to just kind of stay in and craft. It's kind of a good thing. Yeah. So good morning, Teresa. How are things by you? Nice to see you on. Some of the regulars coming on. Elizabeth, good morning. Yeah, happy Friday. But when you're retired, they're all kind of the same, but it's okay. The rest of the world is going into weekend mode, and it's all good. It really is. Everyone has a better mood on Friday, no matter what, right? Yeah, that's I don't know, just a kind of conditioned thing. I think that we have, right? It's kind of like, yeah, Friday, the weekend. More things happen on the weekend, so it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I hope you all have some good weekend plans. Anybody doing something especially exciting? Um, okay, 87 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be kind of in the mid to upper 80s the rest of the week here in Maryland, too. Smoky, hazy. All right, yeah. Okay, I get it. Yep. But it's all good. We've needed the rain. It's been very dry, so it's nice to see the grass starting to green up again. It was getting a little dingy, very brown and dry unless we watered, and that was a pain. But you do what you have to do, right? Yeah. So those of you who are customers of mine and maybe you didn't take advantage of free shipping yesterday. Maybe you did. I don't know. But if you didn't and you still are looking to order, there's a host code right there down below. Please use that if your order is under 150. If it's over 150, then you get your own host rewards. So that's always fun. So 150, you start at 10%, you get $15 for free of product. Okay. So this is good. This host code is good until the end of the month. All right. So remember that DSP is still on sale, 15% off. The joint offer, $99 gets you $155 worth of product. That's it. The only commitment is a quarterly minimum of $300, and that's the retail price, not what your price is. Your price would be 20% off that. So it's really $240 for 3 months is all you'd have to have in sales or your own purchases. Right, so that's a great deal. You're getting an extra $30 in your starter kit than normal. So normally it's $125 worth of product for $99. Now you're getting $155. Okay, it's a great deal. Okay, and no commitment if you no penalty or anything if you stop. You can just stop and take advantage of the discount as long as you want, and then you can say, well, maybe it wasn't for you, and that's it. Right, so if you have more questions, give me a call on that. Okay, just to keep you updated on what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World. Coming soon, I will be sending out my customer list for people who I want Stampin' Up! To send catalogs to for the mini catalog that's coming up in the fall. All right, so I will do that during July. In August, I get to see, demonstrators get to see early and pre-order some things. That's another perk. I get to see the new stuff, the holiday stuff. You know, they have fall, Halloween, Christmas, winter, a lot of things in the mini catalog coming up. And then in September, you get to see that. So if you are not already if you're not already a customer of mine and you have not received catalogs from me in the past and you want to receive a catalog from me, please let me know. Email me your information, your address, phone number, and of course I'd have your email if you email me, right? So if you want a catalog, please let me know and I can add you to that list in July. All right, I get one chance to add people on Otherwise, I have to send them out individually, and I'm happy to do that, but it's cheaper if I ask Stampin' Up to do it. So I prefer to have that have you on my list in July to send that out for you. Okay, so you'll get that the end of um, August, and then the catalog starts September. Okay, so that's exciting. I've had some sneak peeks of some things when I was on the cruise. We saw some projects and some um, stamp sets that are coming out, and it's fun. I always love the fall and the winter. I think fall is my favorite season. I love it. What's your favorite season? Okay, hi Nadine. Good to see you. Hi Joanne. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, so yards are crunchy in Wisconsin. Oh yeah, you need rain too. Yeah. Oh boy. Um, all right. Who took advantage of free shipping yesterday? Let me know. I did. I had a big order, so I saved it. When I heard we only had 2 days notice that free shipping was coming, and so I was about to order something 2 days prior, and I said, "Phew, I'm glad I got this notification because now I'm waiting for my free shipping too." Demonstrators get to take advantage of whatever sales the customers have as well. The 15% off, the celebrations, free shipping, whatever happens to be going on for customers, demonstrators get that on top of their discount too. So it's all good stuff. I love it. Having fun with that. And I don't. I'd like to share an accomplishment that I reached yesterday. I'm very excited. A milestone in my career sales. I've been doing this for 20 years now, as of last January. And as of yesterday, I reached what Stampin' Up calls a milestone, and it is a milestone. I reached my 200,000 career to date sales. So that's like, woo, I get a little bonus for that. So I'm so excited. And it's thanks to my dedicated customers and friends who have supported my business. And I really appreciate all of that. And it's fun. It's my pleasure. I'm having fun doing this. And, the perks aren't bad either. So lots of fun on that. Yeah, so Annette is on again. Hello, Annette. Yeah, thank you, Nadine. All right. So yesterday I had first time in a long time an in-person stamp camp. We were a small little cozy little group, but it was fun. It was nice to see some people in person in my home again, and we did 3 cards and a 3D project. Want to see? Want to see what we did? And I actually have 4 or 5 extra kits. So if you are interested in me sending you this kit, I could do that. I have pieces pre-cut for you to put together. The only thing you need to add is the stamps, and you can add whatever you have to these designs. But so I'll give you a quick look before we get started on our card for today. All right. Let's see. You're funny, Elizabeth. Okay. I think I have my switch camera working here. I just have to give it a little bit of time, and it should work. All right. Let's see. Okay. Waiting for my screen. Can you see my desktop, everybody? Can you give me a message? Can you see my desktop? Because when I'm looking at my streaming on my, it's delayed on my laptop when I see it. I see it on my software screen. Yay! Thank you, Nadine. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, so I'll show you the things that we did. All right. So first of all, we did this this daisy card. This is with the Cheerful Daisy set. And it has those beautiful dies that coordinate with that, and it was lots of fun. So here's the daisy set and the dies, and this is what's called a crossover gatefold card. Nadine and anybody else from my New York group, you'll recognize this because we did this card at a workshop that we had up in New York, and it's with the Pebble Path, one of the new in color cardstocks, which I just love. It's a gray, but it's a brownish gray, and it's just such a beautiful neutral color, soft. It's one of my favorites. I really do like that. And then these are dies, white die cut in the background with a lemon lolly layer of to add some dimension, popped up with the dimensional dots. This is the coordinating DSP, as you know. And in the dies comes this cute little label right here. And then this background here, um, I embossed with the countryside corners or countryside inn. I forget which one it's called. The one that goes with the countryside collection, embossed with the back of that. So Nadine, we didn't make this crossover one, but we made one similar, right? So, but you recognize the products right there. So that's one card that we did last night. And another one we did was this one, and this was so so fitting for our week. We were saying for a long time we didn't have rain, but the last several days it has been raining, so it's good. It's all good. And of course, rainy days are better with people that you love and your friends and stampers and whatever. So it was very appropriate. So what I did was I showed this to some of my other stampers a week or so ago. Partial embossing. If you look very carefully, I'm not sure how much you can see on the camera, but I left this section here in the middle from his feet down here, not embossed, but around here it is embossed. So if you want to know the trick to that, I will share that in another tutorial coming up sometime soon. And then just popping up something that we stamped and colored, a die cut set that is from Playing in the Rain. And it has coordinating dies to cut them out, so you don't have to fussy cut them all out. A couple of the gals did the turtle and did Oh Happy Day on this card, so anything can work. So if anybody wanted these kits, then you would have to provide your own stamps, because according to Stampin' Up rules, we cannot send stamped images. You have to provide your own. So you would get the background, you get the embossed, and you get all the pieces, you get the white inside as well. And with this one, the only thing you would have to stamp is a sentiment. So you'd get everything that goes onto this card. Okay, and then the next one was from the Petal Park collection. And we did this one. This is a bookbinding fold. So it's kind of like your same card size, but it just kind of creased and folded down here, so it looks kind of like a little book binding. And we used some of the smaller flowers for a pattern down the side, and then these are one stamp, so that was fun. And this is one stamp, so we just stamped the leaves in Garden Green, and then we took this and stamped it in Berry Burst. We stamped it again on some scrap paper, and then punched out the flowers and raised some of them up on dimensional dots. So the punch is all together too. So you just punch the flowers, and then the punches all three out at the same time. I love this one. It's so versatile. And the flowers are just so cute. You get either a delicate outline, or you can do a solid on that. The double oval punch and some brass butterflies. So again, you would get all the pieces to do this with the embellishments, but you would have to provide your stamps for whatever flower stamps you have here. I'm sure you have flower stamps, right? Who doesn't have flower stamps, right? Okay, so and so there you go. So you get all these things, everything scored and cut and die cut. Oh, there's the third flower we put on the inside. So those were the 3 cards that we did. And then we did a little 3-dimensional box with the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, this little triangle box. Again, Nadine will notice this one because I did this with a tutorial with my girls. And I did one last spring, I believe it was. So using contrasting colors of the Designer Series paper, this one is kind of drying just a little bit. So I'm going to show you others that are done with retired products, but you get the same idea. Okay, so this is how it opens, triangle box, and then the back you can fill in with some goodies. Chocolates are always fun. Love the chocolates. And or little trinkets, a little gift, jewelry for a lady friend or a little girl, a little toy of some kind. Make it a child theme, or a gift card might fit in there. I'm not sure. It might be a little short. Maybe a gift certificate. Type up something nice and put it in there with a little tissue paper. right? So, or they could be a place card. Like you see, I put a name on here with the Alpha Best stamp set, and it comes with the punch that punches this out. So the alphabets are just the layers, but then there are several little stamps that give you different outlines to that to match the punch, to give you that little tag look. And they also give you some little fillers like polka dots or little stripes. So those are lots of fun. So here's another one that uses that same alphabet. I didn't do the frame, but I just did the filler this time with the, let me hold it still so it focuses. It has little polka dots on there. I'm not sure if you could see that, but you could decorate however you want. A flower. This one I had Easter in mind, so I put a little carrot on there. And okay, this one from last night, the 3 daisies all are connected. I'm not sure if you could see it there, but this is all one die, the white, one piece. The yellow's obviously separate. But on here was this white leaf. So we cut off the leaf on here because we really didn't need it, because the flowers were enough and it didn't fit very well unless you cut it off and maybe fit it in someplace else. But we cut it off and we could put it on our little box, and that looks really sweet, right? Yeah, because the paper itself is so pretty, you don't need much over here, just a little white flower or a little white sprig of the leaf. So using pieces from one set to another project is always a fun thing to do. So, all right, so here are those. And then you don't have to do two-tone. You can keep them all one. Again, this is retired paper. So I just did all the one style paper all around this little box here. Tied it up with a ribbon. And this one was with the animal prints, right? The Like an Animal Designer Series paper. So look at all the different kinds of looks. You got the cute little country look. You got a seasonal Eastery one that could be a little bit more masculine. You got your flowers. You got your bold and colorful flowers, and then you've got your more chic animal print there with the gold ribbon. So a lot of different options for those boxes. So if you want, like I said, I only have about 4 left over. I'm willing to send them out. Okay, they would be $20 for the 4 projects plus the PDFs on the instructions and measurements, how to put them all together. And you just have to provide the stamps. So this one, any kind of die cut, raised up, some kind of image would be fine, and you put your little sentiment in the spot that has no embossing. And then this one, you just need your sentiment, and this you would need your flowers. So anyway, if you are interested, email me, okay? I'll do first come, first serve on that, and that would be fun. All right. Speaking of Joanne, she's our raffle winner from last week. Congratulations, Joanne Reed. Okay, I'll be sending you this. It's thanks and hello embossing folders. There's 2 thin embossing folders in here. They work in the mini machine, or the big one, of course, and it has all these thank you ways to say thank you in different languages on here, and it has all different ways of saying hello in here. So that's very versatile as a nice background. And this is retired, so you can't order that, but Joanne's getting it for free. So congratulations, Joanne. I will send that off in the mail to you. I know you're really close. Unless we can meet up, then I can hand deliver it. But congratulations. Yay! Let's send her some love. Yay, give her some hearts. And okay, speaking of prizes, the prize for next week, I have these blue adhesive back gems. Look how pretty they are. They're faceted. They're 2 different sizes, and they are blue, but it seems to me the ones on the left are slightly different. Maybe they're slightly different colors than the others. Yeah, when I turn them, these have a little bit more green in them. These a little bit lighter blue, I think. But they're really pretty, and you get all those iridescent colors on there. And I have 2. So I have one that is going to go to a random person, a raffle for anybody who leaves a comment. And then the other one is going to go to anybody who shares the video. All right? So I get notification when somebody has shared the video. Wait till it's done and we're done and posted, and then you can share it to people that you know. So anybody who shares will be in a separate raffle for the gems as well. So good luck, everybody, on that pretty little bling coming to you, perhaps. All right. More ways to use designer series paper. We love it, right? Okay, what's been your favorite designer series paper this catalog? Okay, type it in. Patty, I'm glad you got an order in too. Very good. You're welcome, Joanne. You're welcome. All right. Yeah, I had actually one of my downline. I felt bad for her. She got her started her order just a little too late, and they end at midnight Mountain Time, and she missed that. She forgot the time change, so she missed it. So be careful. Watch that. I usually try to put that in my emails, and sometimes I might even tell some of my customers a little earlier, just so that they don't miss it if they're a little late. They don't get mixed up with the time change. But anyway, please watch that. For my videos, for sales, just kind of watch out for that, please. I felt badly for her. She had a big order and she wanted to save the shipping. That would have been a lot. Okay, so some of my regulars, if you've been following me, you might have seen this design that I've done before, but it is such an easy design and a striking design that I just had to share it with you again. And some of you are new, so I didn't want you to miss out on this fun design. So here we go. Nice and simple and easy. We have just a white card base. It's nice if you have thick cardstock, because then this isn't quite so flimsy. So if you didn't realize that Stampin' Up sells thick basic white, then check out the catalog. It's in the back, where other cardstocks are, or specialty cardstocks. I'm forgetting. I guess I could look it up for you. But so basically, it's just your card base, your white card base, and on the top here is a little piece that is 3 inches by 4 1/4. 3 inches by 4 1/4. So one thing that I like to do is, of course, I keep a ton of card bases already cut, because when I'm making a card, I don't want to be getting out a piece of white paper just to cut a white card base. This is something that I have on hand constantly. The white card base and the layers. My regular people know that. And hopefully you do the same thing. Let me just find out the page for the thick cardstock. Was it right on with the basic white? I'm just checking for you. Okay, no, it's not. So here's the basic white, and the thick white cardstock is going to be where you see more specialty colors. Okay, so here it is on page 126. All right, so you do have regular white cardstock there again, but you also have the thick cardstock right there. All right, so, and it is, no, the price is more in line with the colored cardstock. It's $9 for 24 sheets. The colored is $10, and this is $10.50 for 40 sheets, because it's thinner, right? The regular white is thinner. So page 126, flip over a few more pages from your regular colors, and it's where you see the more specialty paper. That's the thick. That's great for your white card bases, so it doesn't seem too chintzy or flimsy. All right, so I just like to take a piece of white cardstock, cut up a whole bunch of those little things there, and because it's 4 1/4 tall, I can cut down vertically and do 4 1/4 this way. Cut that, and then from there cut my 3 inches. So this will be a total of 9. I'll get 2 inches left over here. So I always cut the excess off first, because then I could just put that aside, and then I'll go down to 6 and then 3. And then I have all my pieces just ready to go. How quick and easy. So you'll get 6 out of a sheet of card. Actually, what I would normally do is cut up to the 9 first, and then cut my vertical. So that way I'd have a bigger piece of cardstock left over. I try to do that first, to be honest. I'm just didn't think about that as I'm talking to you today. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks, Patty. Okay, so does anybody have a favorite designer series paper that is in the current catalog? Anybody? I, of course, love the Countryside Inn. I've been loving the Bright and Beautiful, the ink, the botanicals, and I just ordered, I haven't played with it yet, the Let's Go Fishing and the Masterfully Made. And those are in my paper share. Let's see if I can grab them from underneath my pile of stuff. I'm doing the coffee, the dining room table trick where you flip everything out from underneath. All right, so these are lots of fun. I'm going to try one of these today with you, I think, too. We're going to open them fresh right here live. All right, they just came the other day. Haven't even had a chance to open them yet. Okay, so let's just take some cardstock. I already cut because I had 2-inch pieces already. So you often will have some extras that just work with this. So I have 2 inches wide, and I have one piece is 4 1/4 because it's going to go across the full width of the card, and then this one is a little shorter. What did I tell you? Just 4 inches. You just need enough to wrap around. Okay, we're going to just wrap it around this piece here, and so I didn't give you measurements on where to score it or whatever, because sometimes it's easier just to wrap it around and fold it. All right, so there are a couple ways you can do this. You can either score it with your scoring tool, if you like, to get a nice crease on the outside, depending on how wide this is. You don't want it too, I'll call it narrow or short, because it's going to stand up on dimensionals, and you don't want the edge of what's wrapped around to be seen. So you want, I like to leave at least a 1/2 inch on either side or thereabouts. About a 1/2 inch. So whatever you have, you can just wrap that around. So you can lay it flat if you want. You can glue it down a little bit first. So that's why I brought out my silicone mat. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue in the middle, so that way I can line it up how I think it's straight. Not always, but I think it is, right? Okay, do the best you can. Put it right in the middle like a band, and then I'm going to flip it over. And if you want to start a little bit of a crease, you can use your bone folder. Just go down the side, or just fold it over. Okay, sometimes using the bone folder just gives it that little bit of start to getting a nice crease. And then, of course, give it a nice burnish there and glue those pieces down. Okay, just thin beads of glue so it doesn't ooze out. Not a big deal if it oozes out the back though, right? I'm going to put some dimensionals on there while I have the back going here. Of course, the corners. I like to support the sides because I like them to stick up nice and strong, and then I usually put one in the middle, or you could put top and bottom depending, but I think we'll be okay with just one in the middle. All right, put that aside, and I'll get my card base ready. Okay, those are my other pieces. There we go. Okay, so I have my whole sheet, my whole little cello bag of card bases. Burnish that. These go so quickly, guys. If you need a bunch of cards, this is the way to go. All right, just going to glue that right across because it's 4 1/4. And what I did was I had this right in the center, but of course, if you wanted to move it up to the upper part, you can do that too. In fact, maybe I'll I'll just do that. Um, and of course, you'll want to stamp your sentiment first before. Okay, so this is another way I like to do this. I like to kind of make sure I'm in the right spot and see what it's going to look like. Okay, so I'm lining it up so I know the piece that's going on my card base is going to be in the right spot with this. So it kind of looks like a band that's wrapped around both of those things together. All right. All right. I mentioned last time, sometimes you get that little curl on the edge of the paper, especially when I use my trimmer. When I use my swing arm cutter, I like to use a lot when I'm doing bulk cutting. It doesn't happen so much with that, but the trimmer, because it has a thinner blade that kind of pokes down in there, sometimes I get that on the part that's under the paper. So if I flip it over, then that's showing on top. So I'll just use my bone folder to flatten it out a little bit. And like I said, we should have put a little sentiment on there, but I'll just put a label instead. Just so you go with the flow, right? All right, so let's put that on. As you'll see on the others, I stamp right on that piece, so you don't need any more cardstock or punches or dies, but I'll just show another option here. Okay, how did I guess, Nadine, you like Countryside Inn? I knew you were going to like that one before you knew you liked it. Because I saw it first and said, oh, this is right up my geek alley. Between the colors and the print, you know, you get to know your friend's tastes. Okay, that looks a little tricky to me. Let me straighten it out. Now the dimensionals are strong, but luckily if you don't push them down too hard right from the beginning, then you're good. You can pull it up gently. Okay, so then I am going to take, I have some daisies cut out here. Let's find where that is. Never enough room on your table or my side things. I've got stools and side tables all around me. All right, so remember that die I was showing you that we used on the card I did last night? This is how it comes out, all one piece. So it's nice. You can cut them apart. You can have 3 different ones. We used the leaf on the other project, as you saw. So I'm just going to use one of these and put them on here. And of course, I forgot the ribbon, but we're going to improvise again. Okay? All good. We're going to do a little different. On all these others, I put a ribbon around here. I'll show you other designs that I did. Normally, I'd wrap the ribbon around. But I just like so distracted. I've got so many things I'm doing here. I love it. So let's see. I could do just this one little flower. Or I could do 2. I could do a flower and a leaf. Let's do that. That might be fun. So there's little connectors here. You could just cut that off, round it so that it, the petal looks, you know, normal, not with a little thing sticking out. Just go with the angle of it. And I think I'll just do that there. That looks nice, right? Okay, so instead of the ribbon, I'm going to use just a thin piece of the Pebble Path. So if you don't have ribbon, thin piece of cardstock will work too. Okay, so that's good. Let me cut a thin piece. Or you could put a bow, right? Just tie a little bow or a little knot without wrapping it all the way around. way it lays better. Okay. Then I'll cut that to 3, because that was 3 inches wide. And we'll just make a band going across there. Could have done the yellow too, couldn't I? I want to keep a little, make those yellow pop, not take away from that. Now let me glue that down. Okay. Oh, you just ordered the countryside in, Patty? Oh, you're going to love it. You're gonna love it. And for people who ordered my paper share, that will be coming early July, once I get that all together. Okay, so because these dimensionals are white, I can put it right behind where those holes are. It's not going to make a difference. And this little guy, I'm going to put a little bit of, this one's just going to stay flat. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the leaf. And I'm just going to smudge a little bit down here on the stem. And that's going to stick behind the flower. And I want that to hang off a little bit. There we go. Now we need the sentiment. I have my double oval bunch here, so why not use that? And I'm going to take from the daisies, your friendship means everything. I think that will fit in the oval nicely. And there we go. Get some scrap paper. Oh, that'll work. Yes. Okay. Actually, I could have used Pebble Path for this. Let me do that. I'm going to clean this off and use Pebble Path instead. Just to keep it all coordinated. Oh, I have a smudge. All right, you know what? You have to cover that up with a butterfly. There's always a way. Never despair. Making lemonade, right? Always happens when you're in front of people or hurrying. I should pay attention to the shirt I'm wearing. Take your sweet time. So, put those on 2 dimensionals. I'll put that right here. And I have 2 smudges. All right, opportunity for more butterflies. And as soon as I get my butterflies, they will go on there. Here we go. Take the pick tool. And if anything, even if it doesn't cover completely, it'll be a distraction. I'll put one here. The little guy up on the top. All right, and maybe I like 3. I have to do 3. I have to get that triangle down here, maybe. You know, sometimes I find that might be a little too close. Maybe there. It'll be a little bit hidden. Oh, up here on the gray. Oh, I don't know. All right, I'm going up here. Final decision. There we go. Like I said, somebody who gets the card isn't going to say, "Oh, that butterfly should have been a little bit over there," right? No, they won't even be thinking that. Only we think those details too much. Okay, so there's our card. Now here are some others that I've done in the past. So they are with retired products. Did I ever tell you why I put some people might have heard my story, why I have sparkly washi tape on here? Because it's clear, and when I take it off to use it, sometimes it gets really lost in the sauce on my table. So I put the sparkly washi tape around there so I can notice it more. Find it more easily when it rolls around. Any little thing, any little trick to help, right? Okay, so there's that. And I was thinking this would look really cute with that Playing in the Rain set too. And the Zany Zoo. Oh, I just ordered some of the paper. I have the set with the cute little animals, but I didn't have the paper. And I love the paper because not only does it have all the cute little animals, it also has some nice black and white designs on the reverse side. And I was speaking to somebody yesterday who also ordered it. I told her, I said, yeah, I just ordered it too. She said, yeah, the black and white on the reverse sold it for me. The animals are cute, but the black and white, nice and fun. So, again, so the cherries, we still have the Sweet Cherries stamp set in the catalog. That is current. Okay, Swedish cherries with coordinating punch. It's called the builder punch because you have pieces to build the cherry. You stamp the cherry, the leaf, and the stem separately, and it's all on one punch. You can punch it out and then glue them all together. All right, this one, obviously the same size as that. You can punch it out and then just lay the other one over it if you need to. But so you do have that. And then here's one I did with, again, retired. We do have the black gingham, but retired products. We do have the sprig punch still. Okay, right here. I mean, the bow, called the bow punch. That's what I love. One of my favorites. You're going to see me using this a lot with the layering leaves. In fact, I was maybe thinking of doing another one of these cards with this. You can, this is always just a standalone punch at one point. So it didn't coordinate with any stamp set. So then Rachel Tessman, a $1 million sales achiever, got to design a stamp set. That's one of the perks when you reach $1 million. And you can help design a stamp set. So this is what she did. Stamps that coordinate with the bow punch. So you have 4 different options for the big piece. You have 2 different options for the little piece, the little flower buds. You have a little splatter, and you have some beautiful sentiments. These are all my go-to, except for the actual words "Happy Birthday." I could just use this for anything. Sending hugs, best wishes, thinking of you, anything. It's going to work. So that's what I used on there, and retired medium daisy punch, and I tied the ribbon around that middle piece. So there you go, with a small little sentiment on the bottom. And then again, this was with last year's paper and some die cuts. This had a fall theme to it. Instead of a bow, well, you could do a bow, you could just do a knot. These just had a knot. This one, I just knotted the center of it and wrapped the ends around, so I don't even have the ends showing. So that's another option for doing bows. All right, and this one, with the fern die cuts, had a little piece there. So even though this die cut and this paper didn't come together, it worked together because you just have the white. And so this one I offset to the left. You see how I didn't center this one? So you have different options with that. Most of these I did center from top to bottom. This one I put a little bit higher just for something different, and this one I put a little more to the left. So you have options. And this one I used 2 contrasting designer series papers. And this is our butterfly from Brilliant Wings that we used to have too. The crinkle cut ribbon is still available. But you have different options here, right? And then of course you can put something, you could decorate the inside a little bit. I had a little, here we go, for the daisy one. I'm just going to put a little strip down there. Again, you have a lot of these little strips around for when you're trimming to fit the card front. So use it on the inside of your card. Okay, so I cut this one to 5 1/4 so that I have just that little bit of border. Okay, get that little bit of border on the top and the bottom as well. All right, so I hope you try this. Super easy. It couldn't be easier. Can't get an easier card. you really can't. So I love the versatility of just using whatever designer series paper you have and just one little focal die cut or punch. So that's really just cut a bunch. Just cut. Take if you have some designer series paper that you want to. I'm going to switch over to my paper. Here we go. If you have some designer series paper that you've had for a while, you want to use it up, just start cutting 2-inch strips. Cut them 2-inch strips, 4 1/4 and 4 or less, whatever, and you're going to get these cards together really quickly. Even if you just do that piece first, and then later on you can do your other focal point, your little image. Okay, what is the focal point here? I think the designer paper is because it's so pretty, right? All right, so hope you try it. Does anybody have any other questions or comments for today? Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Anything else everybody wants to say? We heard some people weighed in on our favorite DSP. Sweet Simple card. Oh, hi, Lee. Yes, sorry I missed your comment as I was demonstrating. Okay, welcome. So remember, give a quick hello or leave a quick comment for the raffle for the blue adhesive-backed gems. And also, people who share will be in another raffle to also win the gems. Monday night, I have bingo. I need a few more players. So, in order for me to support the prizes I'm giving out, which is over $100 worth of prizes between all the bingo games, and it could be more if we have more people. The more people we get, the bigger the prizes, right? The jackpot grows, like when you go to regular bingo. So we've done this before. Nadine has done it before a couple times. I think she really enjoyed it. It was fun, but so I need a few more people to join on to play. Otherwise, we might have to reschedule. So if you're interested, we'll do 4 projects. You'll get to play bingo games in between us doing the projects. I will actually do the projects. You'll watch, and then you'll get your kit later. This way, when I send out the kits, I can also send out prizes. So I'm giving over $100 in product prizes, gift certificates. That's what I'm trying to say. Gift certificates where you can spend on anything you want. All right, and so that's over $100, depending on the amount of people playing. I'm also giving out some little door prizes and consolation prizes here and there, and little trinkets in your box. So it's $39. That includes shipping, and it includes everything you need to make the 4 projects, PDF tutorials, being able to play, contribution to the jackpot winnings, and some extra little, like, total of $15 worth of product. Okay, so let's say, a card might need, 6 inches of ribbon. You might be getting, yards and yards of it, all right? Or you might be getting extra bling. You need 3 butterflies on a card. Well, maybe you're getting half a sheet, whatever. Okay, so you're going to get about at least $15 or more worth of just product that you can use on future projects, right? So it's a good deal. It really is. And people have done it before, and we've had fun. So I haven't done it in a while, maybe over a year now. So I was hoping to do it again, but I need more people. Otherwise, I can't support the prizes. So you or your friends interested, sign on. You don't have to be a customer already. You can be a demonstrator. You can just come and have fun, whatever. All right. So if you want to do that, you can sign up on my blog, stampwithlorraine.com. and just pay for it there. It's a PayPal button, but you can use a credit card too. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. You know I can be reached anytime, and then we'll have a lot of fun. So let me know, and I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for signing on today, and thanks for your comments, and please share. All right, have a good one. Bye bye, everybody.